The combination of M1 Ultra and Mac OS cranks up the performance of Mac yet again. So now, let's talk about where we're going to use this incredible new chip. Today we're going to focus on the place where so many people create their life's best work, the studio. A studio is where creators, like designers, scientists, and developers, change the world. Whether it's in a home or an office, each studio is unique, customized with the tools that complete the user's workflow. And for many, the Mac plays a pivotal role in this space. With the transition to M1, we've provided these users with two great desktops, iMac and Mac Mini, which have remarkable performance and entirely new capabilities. Yet there are some users who want even more, so they can push the limits of their creativity. First, they want breakthrough performance and capability to turn their studio into a creative powerhouse. Next, they want a wide range of connectivity for peripherals that are key to their studio workflow. And finally, many want a modular system and display so they can create their perfect setup. So that's what we're introducing today, something totally new that gives our users exactly what they need to build the studio of their dreams. And here it is. This is Mac Studio and Studio Display. Mac Studio is an entirely new Mac with the unbelievable performance of our most powerful Apple Silicon, M1 Max and M1 Ultra. And the Studio Display is the perfect complement to Mac Studio, with a phenomenal set of features and that integrated experience Mac users love. So let's dive in, starting with Mac Studio. And to tell you all about it, here's Colleen.
Mac Studio is a breakthrough in personal computing. It's unlike anything you've ever seen before. It's the first computer to put outrageous performance, extensive connectivity, and entirely new capabilities into an unbelievably compact form that lives right on your desk, where it's always within easy reach. Mac Studio is going to completely transform studio workflows everywhere. Let's start with its design. With the power and efficiency of Apple Silicon, we were able to totally reimagine what a high-performance desktop could look like. The exterior is machined from a single aluminum extrusion, with a footprint of just 7.7 inches square, and height of only 3.7 inches, so it takes up very little space and fits perfectly under most displays. Inside, every element was designed to produce an unprecedented amount of performance in such a small form factor. The innovative thermal system begins with a unique double-sided blower pulling air into the system across the entire circumference of the perforated aluminum base. The air moves over the custom circular power supply and through channels precisely placed to guide it to the chip's thermal module. Finally, the air is propelled through a low-impedance rear exhaust containing over 2,000 precisely machined perforations. And due to the efficiency of M1 Max and M1 Ultra, the sound is so minimal, for most workloads, you'll barely even hear it. With this remarkably compact and quiet system within arm's reach, you get easy access to essential connectivity throughout the day. So next, let's take a look at the high-performance I/O Mac Studio provides. On the back, there are 4 Thunderbolt 4 ports to connect displays and high-performance devices, a 10 gigabit Ethernet port, 2 USB-A ports, an HDMI port, and a Pro audio jack for high-impedance headphones or external amplified speakers. Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5 are built in as well. And since many users frequently connect and disconnect devices, like portable storage, we also put connectivity on the front for even easier access. Systems with M1 Max have two USB-C ports, providing 10 gigabits per second USB 3 data transfer. And with M1 Ultra, these ports are Thunderbolt 4, with up to 40 gigabits per second data transfer speeds. There's also an SD card slot to easily import photos or video. And Mac Studio offers extensive display support for up to 4 Pro Display XDRs, plus a 4K TV, driving nearly 90 million pixels. With this wide array of advanced connectivity, you can configure your studio to your exact needs. Now, let's take a look at the unprecedented performance Mac Studio will deliver. When you compare Mac Studio to our most powerful Mac desktops, the 27-inch iMac and Mac Pro, it takes performance to astonishing new heights. Let's start with Mac Studio with M1 Max. For CPU performance, Mac Studio with M1 Max is up to 2.5 times faster than the fastest 27-inch iMac. And it's up to 50% faster than Mac Pro with a 16-core Xeon processor, our most popular configuration. Graphics performance on Mac Studio with M1 Max is also tremendous. It's up to 3.4 times faster than the fastest graphics on the 27-inch iMac. And it even outperforms Mac Pro with its most popular graphics card. Mac Studio is over 3 times faster. Mac Studio with M1 Max is the high-performance machine many of our users have been waiting for to take their workflows to the next level. And Mac Studio with M1 Ultra takes performance to a whole other dimension. The CPU performance on Mac Studio with M1 Ultra is up to 3.8 times faster than the fastest 27-inch iMac. And it's up to 90% faster than Mac Pro with 16 cores. We can even compare Mac Studio with M1 Ultra to Mac Pro with 28 cores. It's up to 60% faster. That is incredible. And graphics performance on Mac Studio with M1 Ultra just crushes 27-inch iMac. It's up to a remarkable 4.5 times faster. It even exceeds Mac Pro with its fastest graphics card. Mac Studio is up to 80% faster. Now, in the same way that MacBook Pro shattered the limits of graphics memory in a laptop, Mac Studio will do the same for the desktop. The most powerful workstation graphics card available today offers 48 gigabytes of video memory. With M1 Max, you can access up to 64 gigabytes of unified memory. And with M1 Ultra, you get up to 128 gigabytes of unified memory for enormous graphics tasks. No other graphics card comes close. And when it comes to storage, the SSD in Mac Studio delivers up to a super fast 7.4 gigabytes per second of performance and up to 8 terabytes capacity. Today, more and more cameras are capturing ProRes video, from the iPhone 13 Pro to the Sony Venice Cinema camera. With M1 Ultra's extraordinarily powerful media engine, Mac Studio can play an unprecedented 18 streams of 8K ProRes 422 video. There is no other computer in the world that can do this. To sum up this game-changing performance, Mac Studio with M1 Max is up to 3.4 times faster than our fastest iMac. It's a huge upgrade for 27-inch iMac users looking to move to more powerful Apple silicon. And for those looking for the most extreme performance, Mac Studio with M1 Ultra is up to 80% faster than our top-of-the-line Mac Pro. So now, let's take a look at how this unprecedented performance is going to transform the studio. With the breakthrough capabilities of Mac Studio, users can completely reimagine their workflows and push their creativity further than ever. For musicians, Mac Studio powers the digital audio workstation they've been dreaming of. They can bring their most complex compositions to life with hundreds of tracks, plugins, and virtual instruments, all played in real time. 3D studios have new breakthrough capabilities with Mac Studio. Artists can now interact fluidly with more extreme geometry and run complex particle simulations in a fraction of the time. They can even work with massive environments that were previously impossible to render. For software development studios, Mac Studio is an absolute monster. Engineers can now build new versions of their code in warp speed and run more automated integration and testing than ever. Mac Studio brings staggering performance to the photo studio. Photographers can capture and edit huge gigapixel images composited with hundreds of layers, and export final images for publish in a flash. And Mac Studio is a powerhouse system for video studios. Colorists can add more corrections to their project while maintaining fluid playback. Editors working on multicam projects can play more streams of 8K video than ever before. And encoding video for final delivery is faster than ever. The performance and capability that Mac Studio brings to so many studios is going to change everything. There has never been a desktop like it. And when it comes to the environment, Mac Studio raises the bar yet again. It uses far less energy than competitors to deliver its extraordinary performance. Over the course of a year, Mac Studio will use up to 1,000 kilowatt hours less energy than a high-end PC desktop. Mac Studio is also free of numerous harmful substances. It uses 100% recycled rare earth elements in the magnets and recycled tin in the solder of the main logic board. So that's Mac Studio, featuring M1 Max and the new M1 Ultra, the most powerful chip ever built for a personal computer. Mac Studio will supercharge the workspace with breathtaking performance, unleashing your creativity like never before.